All right, it's the MotogawaMusic Entertainment Show once again, and this week we are so happy to have in the studio, I'm talking about Stephen Hill. Yeah, A-list actor. What's up, bro?
Yeah. Yo, what's up? I might be more like an A- list, but it's cool.
Well, I'll tell you what, our guest today, Mr. Stephen Hill, is no stranger to television. He's been on Blue Bloods, Luke Cage, Law and Order Special Victims Unit, Hawaii Five-0, FBI, man, all of it, man. Recently, you guys might know him as TC from the recently rebooted Magnum P.I., and he also flies that helicopter.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yes,
bro.
I do.
That's
Hughes
cool.
500.
Yeah. So you got to take like helicopter lessons or something?
I got little baby lessons up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I guess I can tell that now because CBS would not be happy if they heard that, or NBC. But yeah, I took a couple of lessons.
Hey, where are you originally from, if I may inquire?
Originally from both New York and New Jersey. I was born in New York. My parents got a divorce when I was 3. Oh. So I went back and forth between New York and New Jersey pretty much my whole life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I claim both. Sometimes when I say New York, the Jersey people get mad. And when I say Jersey, the New York people get mad. So I say both. I got to give this long explanation every time.
You got to say both. Yeah.
So are you a Knicks fan?
I am a Knicks fan. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Knicks in 6. Let's go.
Wow. I'll tell you what, before doing a Magnum P.I., have you ever been to Hawaii?
No. Before Magnum P.I., I was invited once. My cousin Jay.
Yeah.
And what was that? My cousin-in-law? When a cousin gets married, does the wife become your cousin-in-law?
Cousin-in-law.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
so my cousin-in-law, Misty, they got married out here.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, cuz, come on, man. You know I ain't going to miss the wedding, bro. I'm coming. And this is before, I had any money in my pocket. I was trying to make it as an actor. So
right.
I said, I'm going to get there, man. Let me figure it out, So I got a buddy pass, a JetBlue buddy pass from New York to L.A.,
okay.
Right? And I'm like, okay, I got that secured. Now I just got to get, a quick little flight to Hawaii. I used to think Hawaii was just like, you could see it from the coast of L.A. I thought you could like take a boat from L.A. to Hawaii. You know what I mean?
Like a ferry, right?
Yeah, I thought it was like a quick. And then I looked when I was first of all, there's no buddy pass to Hawaii.
Right.
And then I looked and I said, wait a minute, it's just as long. You can fit another America, like the mainland, in between California and Hawaii. Like you could smack one right. I said, no, thank you, bro. I will not make it. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Maybe next time after I talked all that trash.
Well, I mean, now you're living in Hawaii, and what's your favorite part about living in Hawaii? What would you say your favorite part is?
My favorite part about living in Hawaii, one, everything is close. Not a big fan of traffic sometimes because the traffic is like very nonsensical here. Mm-hmm. It's like it's traffic because of too much aloha almost. It's like, why are we still trying to merge here? Oh, no, you go. Oh, no, you go. Oh, shaka. Oh, no, you go. Oh, shaka. Go. And I'm like, oh, my God, will y'all hurry up? But the thing is, even when you're like in a bad mood, even if you're like stressing like I was this morning, you get out on the road and you see a rainbow. It's like, you can't be mad here.
Can't be mad.
You know what I mean? It's a rainbow. It's like, okay, all right.
The rainbow always does it.
The rainbows are actually probably one of my favorite things here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I want to know how it happened. Like, what was the story that got you to audition? Like, how did the audition happen for Magnum P.I.?
I actually had booked this other CBS show called Manifest. And, I was like so happy about that because that was a potential recurring role. Yeah. And I'm like, man. That's what actors love, like, right? Because normally we book a job, we work for a few days, and then we're just unemployed again. So when you get those recurring roles, you got work coming for at least a while, at least a season, right? Right. So I was excited about that. They said, I'm not sure, but your character might come back, So I was all excited. And I had done the table read for it and everything. And then one day my agent was like, oh, we didn't send you in for this Magnum P.I. audition. And I'm like, Magnum P.I.? I'm like, man. And I guess I didn't really care a whole lot. because I had already booked this other thing. So
Yeah,
I, you know,
course, right.
it made me real cool and calm when I came into the room.
Yeah.
And then, you know, later that night they called me and said, "Hey, you booked Magnum P.I. and we want you to fly to Hawaii in 24 hours." Yeah, and I got to like push it another 24 hours. So within 48 hours, I was in Hawaii shooting the pilot, or 72 hours.
Definitely wasn't offended to come to Hawaii, right? Like, oh, I'm coming to
No,
Hawaii.
it was cool. But I'm telling you, I was holding on to that other gig so much. I was like, you guys sure? Don't mess me up with this other one if I don't really have this Magnum P.I. thing. You know?
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
Were
the
you
rest is history.
Were you in line to be in Manifest?
What was I going to be in Manifest?
Yes.
I was going to be the pilot, the co-pilot of the airline that disappears.
Oh.
And from what I hear, I've seen a few episodes of that show.
Yeah.
But yeah, that guy didn't come back. He didn't.
Oh, so you made the right decision.
Yes,
then.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
There you go. There you go. You know, let's talk about a summary of the roles that you played in the other shows that you did, you know, that we mentioned in the beginning, Blue Bloods, Luke Cage, and so on. Tell me a little bit about the roles that you've played in these iconic shows.
Interesting thing about Blue Bloods, right? So, you know, that's Tom Selleck, right?
Yeah.
I played a character on Blue Bloods named Detective Ted Foster, right?
Okay.
So I was a Teddy.
Right.
And just like on Magnum, my name is Theodore, which is Teddy. And there's actually one character that called me Teddy. Rick on the show will call me Teddy sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I think that's one of those things where, like, if you're a big black guy, they imagine you as a big teddy bear. So I've been Teddy multiple times. It's like I've been Teddy like 4 or 5 times. Like, how many Teddys can I play? You know, Teddy. You know, but it works that way. And Theodore, at least Theodore this time, that was TC. They shortened it a little bit. But yeah, that was Blue Bloods. I played the detective. I didn't get to work with Tom Selleck. And I told everyone, I still believe this to this day, like, if I had the chance to meet Tom Selleck, because they wanted me to come back on Blue Bloods, and I opened my mouth. I should have shut up. I was like, oh, why don't you guys just make me the same character I was before, you know, instead of, you know, and then they were like, you know what, this guy's too smart for his own good. Get somebody else in here. Yeah, so, but if I had run into Tom Selleck, I think I would have gotten him on our show, and we would still be on the air.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yes. And then what and Luke Cage, your role in there?
Luke Cage. So I play. Was I Ted in that? I think I was.
Whoa.
No, I couldn't have been. I think I was Bert or something like that. I think I played a Bert. My character was Bert. Yeah. But I played one of the main characters that dies, and I played his son. So you know, I just had a nice funeral scene. But the really good memory that I have is Mahershala Ali, who's won an Oscar. You know, he's an Oscar winner. Right. We were doing this funeral scene, and I stayed in character the whole day. I was crying. My eyeballs were so. I don't know if I want to do that ever again, because I had sore eyeballs for a few days. And he came up to me and he said, "Man, you're the MVP today." And I was like, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah, man. We all keyed off of you. We all just like watched you to stay in character, you know."
Yeah.
And that was just such a really cool. A cool compliment to get from a really awesome actor. You know, I appreciate it.
Wow, that's awesome. Awesome. Law and Order Special Victims Unit, another awesome show that you did.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you were Teddy.
I don't know. I gotta look. I forget the characters' names.
It's
on
all
these,
good.
But I was one on. That was my first speaking role on the first time I was on Law and Order. And everybody was in that episode too. Taryn Manning was in there.
Yeah.
The brother from Home Alone. Biff. What's his name? Buff. Bill. Bed. What was his name? The big brother. No. The big brother on Home Alone that was always beating Kevin up, you know.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah,
he was in it. Devin Ratray, I think is his name, real name. He was in that. It was just so many people in it. It was pretty cool. And then I got to do it again. And the second time around, I was a perp. And I got arrested by Ice-T. The thing with those shows, what they do, though, is, you know what's messed up?
What's up?
Is they'll arrest you and you'll be the wrong guy.
Yeah.
But they don't film that scene where they're like, my bad, I'm sorry. You know, they never film the my bad, I'm sorry scene. You know what I mean? They just let you just
and off to the next scene.
Yeah. It's
wow,
crazy.
Man.
Wow.
Hey, how about the fact, you know, we're all wondering this. Do you still keep in touch with Jay and Perdita and the rest of the cast?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
Purdy is a tough one to keep track of because she's so far away. She's, you know, when like she's asleep now. It's kind of like, you know how here in Hawaii you got the time difference between the rats and the mongoose, you know. That's kind of like me and Purdy, you know what I mean? When she's up, I'm sleeping. I'm asleep, she's up, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
But yeah, so Purdy, I talked to her once in a blue moon. Okay. I talk to Jay a little bit more often, but it's mostly we got a meme crew going. You know, I'm a heavy memer. Okay. I'm a heavy. I will send you
memes.
I will send you little videos and clips on YouTube and Instagram. You know what I mean? And so between me and Jay, I send him stuff. We send each other stuff back and forth, and then me and Zach probably the most. And then a lot with me and Peter Linkoff. We send stuff back and forth, too. So I keep in touch with all those guys, yeah.
Awesome. So we're curious, where is your...
Amy Hill, too. Let me not forget.
Yeah.
I actually see Amy in person a lot because she's still here in Hawaii.
Yeah, of course. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. In fact, you know, speaking of Hawaii, speaking of Oahu, where's your favorite place that you like to hang out in Oahu?
Well, I live in Waikiki, right? I like to hang out at Whole Foods.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
I'm always at Whole Foods.
Okay.
I know that's not really the coolest place, but I like to go to I pay like $1 million a pound for my little food at the food bar. Right. Oh, that Whole Foods food bar, man. It's like $15, $20 a pound. It's ridiculous. So you get 3 chicken tenders for $15 and you sit down outside, you know. Wow. And you know, I like to watch people walk by and, you know. And that's I see cool. A lot of people that I know, so I'm always at Whole Foods. But if, you know, you can't say that about Hawaii. You got to say something nice. So I would say beauty-wise, you know, I have an amazing view of Diamond Head from my place.
Oh, yeah, wow.
I like Kaimana Beach because that's like that's like Waikiki for the locals. You know what I mean? Except there's some vicious. Do not let a monk seal come around and then some vicious like monk seal protectors come out. Like some crazy ladies, like, you know, they quarantine off everything. Don't touch, don't get away from the they go crazy. But I also love the sandbar.
Okay.
Kaneohe Sandbar is probably my favorite place on this island. Yeah.
That's a nice spot. Wow. And your favorite food that you like to eat in Hawaii, just out of curiosity?
Favorite Hawaiian food?
Just any food, yeah.
Let me think. Favorite Hawaiian food. I've been asked this question a lot of times. A lot of times, man. I want to say Jersey Mike's.
No,
I go to Jersey Mike's all the time, you know.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I just told somebody the other day, I probably went to Jersey Mike's more than I've gone anywhere else on this island. But if we're going to talk Hawaiian foods, I go to Lilia Bakery a lot. It's typically where I take a lot of visitors. I love Paia Fish Market. I always get the blackened snapper over there. And I love donuts. I love Donut King. I used to I had my own donut there for a while. That's how often I go.
Wow.
They had a TC Twist for a little while.
Wow.
But yeah, Donut King. The glazed donut at Donut King, I always tell people, I'm like, yo, you can't leave this island without going to get a glazed donut from Donut King.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Love it. Love it. I'm curious, what are you working on now? You got any projects working on right now? New roles coming up, auditions, all that good stuff?
Man, I am auditioning auditioning. You know, this is the hard part. It's the part that, you know, most actors do not enjoy. Some people will say they do, but then after a while you're like, okay, okay, enough. It's time to book. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the tough part where you just keep working and keep working and keep working and keep working until your number comes up, and then you're on another show or you're in some movie or you're doing something. You know.
Yeah.
And I pray that I get to do something as successful as Magnum P.I. again, because my favorite part about it all is being able to show up for people more and being able to do more in the community because of my quote-unquote celebrity or whatever that means.
Right on, yeah.
You know, it's just really nice that people care about that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to take people out to eat a lot. I like to eat, and I like to pick up the bill. You know,
okay.
So you know, I need another job so I can keep
Lunch
picking the bill
on him.
up.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Who are some of your acting inspirations? Who inspires you? You know, you got some heroes out there.
Oh man, may he rest in peace, Carl Weathers.
Oh, yes.
You know, just growing up watching a lot of these heroes, like you know, still to this day, I promise you, this is no, as the kids say, as the youngsters say, no cap.
Yeah.
No cap. If I want to get back in shape,
Yeah.
every single time, if I've been in a little rut and, you know, because I'm auditioning and not getting work and I'm feeling down about myself.
Yeah.
And I want to boost a workout again. I pop in Rocky IV, man.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm
let's go.
saying? I pop Rocky IV in, and I watch the beautiful dance between Drago and Rocky in the mountains and running through the snow versus him being in all this tech. He's like this high tech stuff that's not really high tech now. You know what I mean? It's like analog, but like just after analog kind of high tech. So it's just really cool to see.
Wow.
And it gets me going every time. And then you see those clips of Carl Weathers as Apollo, and you know they've got some clips, you know, of
Man, that's awesome.
of Apollo, not Apollo Creed. Not sure if it's in that movie. You know, those Rocky movies all run together.
Yeah,
but you got Mr. T and
Yeah,
some of
yeah.
those. So you know,
Rocky
those
III,
were my inspirations growing up. You know,
Nice.
yeah, everybody says like Denzel and stuff like that, but those dudes back in the days that were like Diesel and had every muscle. They had muscles like behind their ear. You know what I mean? Like, there's a muscle everywhere. Like, how do you even develop that? Like, what move do you do? You know what I mean? Like, what push-up is that? Do you push up with no hands, just your head or something, you know? I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, miss those guys. Mr. T was almost my dad on the show.
Oh.
Yeah, I wish that would have happened, but it's all good. It's all good.
Well, I tell you what. Let's go fast forward to what's happening next week. You told me about this film festival that you have going on with six films,
I wouldn't call it a film festival, more like a shorts night, right?
Okay.
And I'm calling it Noops, Flicks, and Chill. And I'm doing it for my fraternity, which is Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And we are doing it to raise funds for college scholarships.
Awesome.
So we have, when a kid is graduating from high school, you know, we typically try to give away two $2,500 scholarships a year.
Nice.
You know, so not a whole lot of money, but you know, every little bit counts these days.
Definitely.
And I figured, you know, film and television is my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something different, so I said, hey, why don't you guys come on out and come see some film? So we'll be at Consolidated Theaters at Pearl Ridge.
Okay.
On Wednesday at 7:00. And then shortly after, around 8:45, 9:00, we will be at Valor Bar, which is right there.
Yeah,
so Valor's a cool spot. And, you know, shout out to Chris and those guys over there. And that is their R&B night. So, you know, they'll have some R&B tunes playing, and we will be at the bar. And Valor is also going to to give some money for the kiddos as well. So yeah, it should be real cool.
All right. Well,
So,
Alex
Steven,
has a little story.
I got a picture to show
what's
you.
That? What?
This is when I met you at
you
San
weren't
Diego
out
Comic Con.
there.
Yes, I
You
was
weren't
there.
at Comic-Con. Stop it.
And you was the only one gracious enough to take a picture of me, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. This is 2018 San Diego Comic Con.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
I never did anything like 6 years later that would.
Yeah, you said I was the only one gracious enough to take a picture with you. I'm proud of that. I'm glad that you said that because I think sometimes people are afraid to ask, but I can't say it because then if I say, hey, you want to take a picture? They go, nah, I'm good. I feel stupid. Yeah. So I don't say it, but I've never turned anybody down for a photograph or anything
so much.
like that.
Wow.
The only thing I will say is sometimes people want to just take a picture of you, like you standing there, like almost like
that's kind of
like
creepy.
you're at the zoo or something. I'm like, nah, we're not doing that. Like I'm not a museum statue. Like you got to take the picture with me. But I absolutely love to take pictures with people and to talk to people. Because there was a time when nobody was trying to take my picture. Unless it was school picture day or something. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm blessed. It's a blessing.
Hey, I tell you what, man. Why don't you go ahead and shout out? This is the time of the show that I always let my guests shout out. It's your spotlight. It's coming down. And you can shout out anybody that you want. Your friends, your family, your coworkers, your Calabash cousins, people that you met at the grocery store, gas station.
Oh, okay. Shout out to my tennis coach, Rusty Komori.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. We supposed to have a little bit more applause after that.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
Shout out to my man Mike Bennett, who introduced me to Rusty and is an awesome tennis player himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Woo.
Shout out to Kappa Alpha Psi.
Yeah.
Honolulu alumni chapter.
Let's go.
Shout out to the Prince Hall Freemasons. Yes. Shout out to those brothers. Shout out to who else we want to shout out? Anybody that's worked on. Let's be serious here for a minute. Anybody that has worked on a show here, casting crew, specifically crew, but cast also because especially in Rescue High Surf, some of that cast, a lot of that cast was from here. And, that show got canceled. And I know when a show gets canceled, it's a really big blow.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, cause I know because Magnum got canceled twice, So it's a tough pill to swallow, especially when a show is just getting its footing and deserves another season sort of thing, But we are at the beck and call of the producers with the money. Unfortunately. And, Hawaii is a tough place right now for the film and television industry. And I just want to say, anybody that happens to hear this, keep your head up. Just know that the next gig is going to come. It has to come as long as you keep going. You will manifest it, The next stop on your train ride will come. So hopefully we'll see each other in the station.
All right.
Yeah.
For all the aspiring actors, actresses out there that are trying to get into the game, what would be your advice to them?
I would say maybe don't become an actor. No, seriously. I would say just know it's a lifelong journey. It's not like okay, I'm an actor now. You're always arriving to the next location. Yeah.
Lifetime.
It's a lot of work, man, and it never stops. It never stops, yeah. And you only get to act a little bit at a time. Most of it is trying to get the job so that you can act.
Yeah.
That's the stuff you got to really get good at, in between time, in the meantime.
Right on. Well,
and shout out to my mentee as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to Adrian Wilson,
Let's go.
And shout out to who else? Let's say Malika Millette back in New York. These are the two people that I'm just thinking about the people that helped me when I have
It's
to
your
do these
stage.
auditions.
It's your stage, bro.
When I got to do these auditions,
Yeah.
they either come over, my mentee comes over and helps me read, and then sometimes I do a Zoom with my homegirl in New York, Malika Millette. She's an incredible actress herself. I can't wait till she books her big role. So let's go. Oh yeah, and Adrian's a great actor too. So let's do it. Let's all work.
Let's all work.
Yeah, let's do one big show here in Hawaii where everybody works.
There you go.
Everybody.
Let's get all your homies, all your homegirls, and let's make a show.
Where every actor gets to be the lead for one episode.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
that's
a
cool.
Black Mirror, like where
a good concept,
every
actually.
actor here gets to be the lead. It's like it's their episode, so we all just come together and we have
That is a good
it'll be like
concept.
100 episodes, and we all the lead of one. Yeah, let's do that.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, thank you so much, Stephen Hill, for being part of our studio. You have anything to add? Good to go. All right. Once again, thank you so much for being part of our show. And, man, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got that Magnum. Are people seeing that Magnum P.I.
Yeah, you noticed
shirt?
that? I wore it just because.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, this Waikiki lady in Waikiki goes like, you got to buy this. The Magnum P.I. wore this, and I'm like, really? And then she still shows me a picture, and I'm like, I thought she was like trying to, punk me, but
Yeah.
it is. It is.
That is the Magnum
original
P.I.
Magnum
shirt.
P.I.
Yep.
shirt. So,
I do have one more question.
yeah.
Nick, Giants or Jets?
Giants.
Why?
Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, yes.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the best
Yeah.
defensive backs
Yeah.
ever.
When I became a fan, it was Lawrence Taylor was playing for the Giants.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And Knicks and 6, you say?
Knicks and 6, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Go Knicks.
Let's go, baby.
Woo. Well, I'll tell you what. Please keep us informed on everything else that you do in the future as well. We'd like to keep you on as a, recurring guest on our show.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's
thank
do it.
you
Let's do it.
so
Let me
much.
get some work.
Big mahalo.
But
my
yeah,
brother.
but let's not do like let's not do a million plugs for like 18 different products right before the audition.
Oh,
I mean, I gotta get paid for all those photos next time. You know what I mean? I haven't worked in a while too. You know what I'm saying? So A&W, hey, cut that check. If you really want me to, I'll actually drink one. You know what I mean? I actually love A&W, by the way.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
In Canada, when I was in Calgary shooting something, I discovered up there that they have a burger joint, and I'm quite fond of a Buddy Burger, the A&W Buddy Burger. So
Ooh.
yeah, A&W's the spot. So
Yeah.
hey, if you guys want to hire me for a commercial, let's go. Don't just be putting one can in my hand and want me to take a photo. You know what I'm saying? All right, peace, y'all. Thank you.
All right. We out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aloha.